Imagine for a moment that you could transform your life, starting right now. Not next year, not next month, but today. What if you could find a way to remain unshaken by life's ups and downs, to stand firm in the face of everything the world throws at you? This isn't just a fantasy. It's the promise of an ancient philosophy that has empowered thinkers, leaders, and everyday individuals for thousands of years. Stoicism. In our modern world, bombarded by endless notifications, pressures, and expectations, we often find ourselves overwhelmed. We react impulsively to minor annoyances as if they were major disasters, and we struggle to find meaning in the chaos. But what if there was a way to transform these reactions, to approach life with a calm and steady demeanor that not only enhances your own well-being, but also the lives of those around you? This video is not just about learning, it's about transforming. It's about applying 13 powerful Stoic principles that can start changing your life the moment you begin practicing them. These principles aren't abstract theories written in ancient texts. They are practical, actionable strategies designed to foster resilience, happiness, and wisdom. Each principle is a step towards mastering your emotions, prioritizing your actions, and understanding what truly matters in life. Whether you're dealing with loss, facing uncertainty, or simply looking to lead a more fulfilling life, Stoicism has profound insights to offer. Consider how often we waste our energy on things we can't control. Now imagine freeing that energy, channeling it into what truly matters: your growth, your well-being, your impact on the world. This is the heart of Stoic practice, focusing on our own actions and attitudes, which are the only things truly within our control. In the next few minutes, as we explore these 13 Stoic principles, you'll discover not just how to survive life's storms, but how to thrive within them. You'll learn how to turn obstacles into opportunities, and how a few simple shifts in perspective can lead to profound changes in your happiness and peace of mind. So take a deep breath, let go of your preconceptions, and prepare to embark on a journey of immediate life transformation. These aren't just lessons, they're stepping stones to a new, empowered version of you. Ready? Let's begin. 1. Understand what is within your control. One of the most empowering aspects of Stoicism is the focus on distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. The Stoics teach us that our thoughts, perceptions, and actions are within our control, but many aspects of the world around us, such as the behavior of others, the past, and the future, are not. By focusing our energy and efforts only on the things we can influence, we significantly reduce unnecessary stress and become more effective agents of change in our own lives. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. You might feel frustrated and anxious, emotions that are natural but unhelpful. A Stoic approach would involve acknowledging that you cannot control the traffic, only how you respond to it. Instead of stewing in frustration, you could choose to listen to a podcast, reflect on your day, or simply enjoy a moment of pause. This principle doesn't just minimize stress, it maximizes productivity and peace of mind by redirecting your focus to actions and thoughts within your sphere of control. 2. Embrace the obstacle as the way. The Stoic principle of "the obstacle is the way" teaches that every challenge or difficulty we face is an opportunity for growth. The idea comes from the notion that obstacles are not merely to be endured, but to be engaged with actively, as they prompt us to develop resilience, creativity, and courage. Consider a professional setback, like a project failing or a job loss. While these events can be deeply disheartening, they also serve as invaluable learning experiences. A Stoic uses such moments to reflect, learn, and adapt. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" the question becomes, "What can this teach me?" This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into stepping stones, making you stronger and more adept at navigating future challenges. 3. Practice mindfulness and present focus. Stoicism encourages mindfulness by advocating for a deep focus on the present moment. This isn't about ignoring the past or future, but about recognizing that the only true point of influence we have is the present. By concentrating on the here and now, we are less distracted by past regrets or future anxieties, leading to a more fulfilled and productive life. Think about how often our minds wander to what next week holds, or replay conversations from yesterday. This mental time travel can be exhausting and unproductive. Stoicism teaches us to anchor ourselves in the present. When you're fully engaged with the current moment, whether you're working, spending time with loved ones, or enjoying a meal, you enhance your experience and quality of life, allowing for a richer, more meaningful existence. 4. Develop self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency, in Stoic terms, does not mean isolating oneself or living off the grid, but cultivating an inner resilience and independence that frees us from over-reliance on external circumstances for happiness. Happiness, according to Stoicism, should be derived from one's own character and virtue, rather than contingent upon possessions or status. Imagine a life where your happiness is not dependent on the latest gadget, a new car, or even the approval of others, but rather on your ability to be honest, just, and wise. This principle encourages us to cultivate virtues that lead to personal excellence. By focusing on developing a strong, virtuous character, we find that our need for external validation decreases and our intrinsic satisfaction increases. 5. See yourself as part of a larger whole. The final principle involves recognizing that we are part of a larger community and that our actions should contribute to the common good. Stoicism teaches that humans are naturally social creatures, and true fulfillment can only be achieved when we work towards something bigger than ourselves. This can mean acting with kindness and fairness in our daily interactions, contributing to our communities, or working towards larger societal goals. Consider how often we think in terms of me versus us. Stoicism prompts a shift from a self-centered viewpoint to a community-oriented perspective. Whether it's helping a neighbor, volunteering, or simply treating strangers with more courtesy, our actions contribute to a greater harmony and a more fulfilling life for ourselves and others. 6. Practice gratitude. Stoicism teaches the importance of gratitude as a tool for transforming our perspective on life. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we cultivate a sense of abundance and contentment. Practicing gratitude helps us appreciate the everyday blessings we often take for granted, such as health, relationships, or even the simple comforts of a warm meal or a safe home. This shift in focus from scarcity to abundance makes us more resilient to life's challenges and enhances our overall well-being. For instance, start each day by noting 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice can significantly alter your mood and outlook, providing a positive start to your day and a buffer against the negativity that can often infiltrate our thoughts. 7. Cultivate indifference to external goods. Stoics advocate for developing an indifference to things like wealth, status, and possessions, things they classify as indifference. While it's okay to enjoy these things, they shouldn't dictate our happiness or self-worth. Stoicism teaches that the pursuit of virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation should be our primary concern, as virtue is the only true good. For example, if you find yourself upset because you can't afford a luxury vacation or the latest smartphone, remind yourself that these things do not define your worth or your capacity for happiness. Instead, focus on developing qualities like generosity, patience, and resilience. 8. Reflect daily. Daily reflection is a key Stoic practice that encourages us to consider our actions, thoughts, and emotions, and to learn from them. Each evening, spend a few minutes reviewing your day. Think about what went well, what didn't, and how you could improve. This practice helps you become more mindful of your actions and choices, encouraging personal growth and greater alignment with Stoic values. This reflection can be structured around questions like, did I act according to my values today? Or, what could I have done better? This practice not only fosters self-awareness, but also drives continuous personal improvement. 9. Prepare for challenges with premeditation. Stoicism teaches the practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, a technique where you visualize potential challenges or difficulties as a way of mentally preparing for them. This practice helps reduce anxiety about the future by familiarizing you with the possibility of adversity and by developing strategies to deal with these challenges effectively. For example, if you're nervous about an upcoming job interview, spend time imagining various scenarios, including difficult questions or critical feedback. Think through how you will respond to these challenges calmly and effectively. This mental rehearsal can boost your confidence and reduce the impact of negative outcomes. 10. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Lastly, Stoics practice voluntary discomfort as a way to harden themselves against the vicissitudes of fortune. This might mean occasionally choosing to forego pleasures like gourmet food or warm showers, or deliberately exposing oneself to challenging situations. The purpose of this practice is not to suffer needlessly, but to remind oneself that you can endure hardship and that comfort is not essential for happiness. For instance, try setting your shower to a colder temperature than usual, or occasionally skipping a meal. These practices are not just exercises in endurance, but in reminding yourself that your happiness is not reliant on external comforts. 11. Use negative visualization. Stoicism promotes the use of negative visualization, a cognitive tool where you periodically envision losing the things you value. This might seem counterintuitive, but the purpose is to appreciate what you currently have and to temper the distress you might feel if you were to lose it. This practice helps build emotional resilience and fosters a deep appreciation for the present moment. For example, imagine for a moment that you lost access to a modern convenience like your smartphone or car. How would you adapt? What would you miss? This thought exercise can make you more grateful for these conveniences, while preparing you mentally to remain composed and adaptable in their absence. 12. Aim for tranquility. Stoicism holds tranquility as a central goal. This isn't about avoiding conflict or withdrawing from the world, but about maintaining a state of inner peace despite external chaos. Stoics believe that by cultivating a calm demeanor and not allowing external events to disturb your inner peace, you can lead a more thoughtful and productive life. To practice this, whenever you find yourself in a stressful situation, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself of your ability to choose your response. Focus on maintaining calm and see if you can address the situation without letting it disrupt your inner tranquility. Over time, this practice can help you remain composed in even the most challenging circumstances. 13. Assume the best intentions in others. Stoicism teaches that we should interpret others' actions as stemming from good intentions whenever possible. This principle encourages us to give people the benefit of the doubt and to approach interpersonal conflicts from a place of understanding and compassion. By assuming that others are doing their best based on their own reasoning and circumstances, we can reduce personal resentment and increase empathy. For instance, if a colleague snaps at you during a meeting, instead of reacting defensively, consider that they might be under stress or facing personal challenges. Addressing the situation with empathy and a desire to understand, rather than judge, can lead to more constructive interactions and less conflict. By integrating these 5 Stoic principles into your daily life, you can achieve immediate transformation, leading to a more resilient, mindful, and fulfilling existence. This approach doesn't promise a life without challenges, but it does offer a way to transform these challenges into vehicles for personal growth and satisfaction. The essence of Stoicism isn't about eliminating feelings or challenges. It's about preparing ourselves to navigate through them with strength and wisdom. It teaches us that the power of perspective can change our experience of the world. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you can turn everyday frustrations into moments of learning and apparent setbacks into opportunities for advancement. Life, as we know, is unpredictable. We often face situations that test our patience, resilience, and even our values. However, the Stoic philosophy arms us with tools to maintain our composure and stay aligned with our moral compass, even in turbulent times. It encourages us not just to react to life, but to respond to it thoughtfully, with a focus on what can be controlled, our actions and reactions. It's important to note that applying Stoic principles requires practice and patience. It's a journey rather than a quick fix. The transformation we talk about isn't always instant in terms of results, but the shift in mindset can be. You start seeing results when you begin to apply these principles consistently, viewing each day as an opportunity to exercise your new skills. And remember, every step you take in this journey adds up. Small, daily improvements are the key to long-term sustainable change. So, as you incorporate these Stoic principles into your life, observe the subtle ways in which your approach to life and your interactions change. Over time, these small changes will lead to significant transformations, enhancing your quality of life and your impact on others. As we close this video, I invite you to reflect on your own life. Think about the areas where you might apply Stoic principles. What are the challenges you currently face that could be transformed into opportunities for growth with a Stoic approach? How might your daily life improve by adopting a more mindful, resilient, and perspective-oriented approach? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Please share in the comments below how you plan to apply Stoicism in your life, or if you have already been practicing, what changes you have noticed. Your insights not only enrich our discussion, but also inspire and encourage others in our community to explore and adopt these life-enhancing principles. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on how to live a more intentional and fulfilled life. Until next time, keep striving towards personal growth and greater understanding.